sorry, my phone ran out of storage. Okay, where was I? Okay, yeah. Me about to die on these poor chicks shift. Uh, yeah, so I was like, oh yeah, I'm just watching my game. Like, I just need to, root on my sports team. I gotta watch them. Da 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 da. And I was like, yeah, go on, go on. But I think it was just like the anxiety of just being like, oh my god, it'd be so embarrassing to die like in front of you. Get out of here. Um, yeah, so I passed away. Yeah. Uh, Still like again where we left off. Every time like an organ was like failing or dying off or whatever, it was like a labor pain. Like I could feel the string pulling me to something else. Um, so then again, time is like a illusion basically, and I don't think it happens to everybody that their exact day and time of birth is going to be like their next avatar's day and time of or death. You know what I'm talking about. And it just had to happen in my situation. So me, this avatar, was born, and when I was a baby and when I would sleep, I would kind of like go into like the spirit realm a bit and look at my family, make sure that they were doing okay, like kind of root them on, give them support, and the biggest of all, I wanted to see my funeral because it was almost like my time to shine, my time to shine. But I noticed I was like there aren't as many people at my funeral as I thought, and a lot of the people who are here, I can tell are here just to be around one of my kids because my kid was a humanitarian who was doing a lot of good work for the world and everything and was a bit of an earth angel, so people just like really wanted to be around their energy. And so I was like, dang, a lot of them aren't even here for me. They're just here for my kids, like, or my kid. Like, that sucks. Even a few of them were like, man, he's going to have an awful next life. Like, they were right. Like, um, but yeah, because they were like, he was such a jerk. But whatever. But the thing that, like, really got me, the thing that made me have a soul contract, make a soul contract, and this is probably that I can remember. This is like the third time that I have made like a soul contract. Like I'm sure I made a lot more of them, but like the biggest ones that I could feel, it was like I wanted to get revenge on something, or I was like, oh, like I was remember being at this woman's funeral, and I remember like her being kind of like not a really good person. In all honesty, she was gorgeous, but like a really bad person. And I think we had honestly slept together or something, but I was like, oh, say love you, like maybe I'll see you in the next life. And I remember this like feeling, like this cord, like going through like my head, through like all my chakra systems, even though I didn't even know what that was at the time. And I was like, dang it, I didn't realize it was a soul contract. Um, so this one, I remember these people who were almost like my bosses slash landlords in my past life, we'll say. The reason I felt like I sacrificed everything for them, I turned into a horrible person for them. More to that story, because like I was taught to like kiss up to them my whole life, like they were like one step below God. Like I thought I had done like everything for these people, and they didn't show up to my funeral. They didn't even care, like at all. They just like at all. And I was like, what like what? Hold on. Like I was like none of them came to my funeral. The only one who decided to grace the world with their presence at my funeral was one person because I pushed one of my kids to marry his dusty fucking self. Uh and so he came there at like the end of the funeral because it was like necessary for him to, and even then it was like a really quick, I'd like pop up, take a picture, and left. He honestly